Imagine for a moment that you wake up abruptly in the middle of an unknown forest. It is the dead of night. It is pitch black. You can't see 2 feet in front of you. You are completely alone. You have no weapon, no flashlight, no map. Now ask yourself, what is your very first instinct? What do? Do you start screaming? Do you yell out, "Hello? Is anybody there? Please help me"? Or do you do the exact opposite? You stop. You hold your breath. You crouch down, trying to make yourself as small as possible. And you listen with a painful intensity. Why do you do that? Why does your deepest survival instinct dictate that you remain silent? Because somewhere, deep in the ancient code of your DNA, you know that the dark doesn't just hide friends. It hides predators. And if you scream, the only thing you accomplish is telling them exactly where you are. In a wild, unknown forest, silence is your only armor. Now, lift your gaze from that imaginary forest and look up at the night sky. The universe is an infinite forest, and for decades we, the human race, have been looking up with our massive telescopes, asking obsessively, where is everybody? Why is it so quiet? The answer I am about to present to you today is perhaps the most terrifying idea that science and philosophy have ever produced. It is a theory that transforms the cosmic silence from a source of sadness into a source of pure terror. This is the dark forest theory. Let's start with some simple mathematics, math that should haunt you. Our universe is approximately 13.8 billion years old. Our solar system, and us implicitly, are only 4.5 billion years old. That means there were billions of years before us where life could have emerged. Think about our own technological advancement. In just 100 years, a mere flicker of a second on the cosmic scale, we have gone from horse-drawn carriages to artificial intelligence and space rockets. If another civilization had a head start of just 1 million years ahead of us, which is perfectly plausible, their capabilities would be indistinguishable from magic to us. They should have colonized the galaxy by now. We should see megastructures, Dyson spheres encasing stars, radio signals, interstellar highways. The universe should be as noisy and bright as Times Square or Las Vegas, and yet, it isn't. The physicist Enrico Fermi famously asked, if the probability of life is so high, then where is everybody? We came up with all sorts of soothing explanations. Maybe life is rare. Maybe we are the first ones here. Maybe the distances are simply too vast. Or maybe civilizations self-destruct before they reach the stars, killing themselves with nuclear bombs or climate collapse. But the author Liu Cixin proposed another variant in his book, The Three-Body Problem, a variant that assumes aliens do exist. It assumes they are everywhere, but they are hiding, and they are hiding from us. To understand the dark forest theory, we must accept 2 simple rules of life, 2 cosmic axioms that apply to any civilization, whether they are humans, machines, or silicon-based organisms. First axiom: survival is the primary need of civilization. Any civilization will do anything, absolutely anything, to ensure it does not go extinct. Second axiom: civilizations grow and expand constantly, but the matter in the universe remains finite. Resources are limited. When you combine these 2 rules, you get an inevitable conflict. But this conflict has a special characteristic in space: vast distance and a lack of communication. This brings us to a concept called the chain of suspicion. Let's say we, Earth, discover another civilization. Let's call them Civilization X. We don't know if X is peaceful or warlike. Maybe they are good, but they don't know if we are good. And even if we know that we are peaceful, we don't know if they believe that we are peaceful. And they don't know if we believe that they believe that we are peaceful. Is your head spinning? That's the point. It is an infinite loop of I don't know what the other is thinking. In international relations on Earth, we can talk. We have diplomats, red telephones, embassies. We can sign treaties. In space, distances are measured in light years. A message saying hello might take 100 years to arrive. The reply takes another 100 years. In those 200 years, a civilization can evolve from sticks and stones to weapons that can shatter planets. This introduces the most dangerous factor, the technological explosion. You cannot risk leaving a weaker civilization alive because you don't know how fast they will evolve and become a threat. Today they are harmless. Tomorrow they could wipe you from existence. So the cold, brutal mathematics of survival leads to only one logical conclusion, valid for any advanced civilization that wants to live. If you discover another form of life, you don't try to communicate. You don't try to trade recipes or technology. You don't wait to see what their intentions are. You destroy them, immediately, without warning. It is the only way to guarantee, with 100% certainty, your own safety. Here is where the theory becomes vivid. The universe is a dark forest. Every civilization is an armed hunter stalking through the trees like a ghost. He pushes the branches aside gently. He tries not to make a sound when he steps. He holds his breath. The hunter knows that there are other hunters in this forest. Maybe some are weaker, maybe others are technological gods, but they are all equally paranoid. If the hunter encounters another form of life, whether it's another hunter, an innocent child, or a simple bird chirping, his reaction is not one of curiosity. His reaction is to pull the trigger. He doesn't do it out of hate. He doesn't do it out of malice. Aliens don't have to be evil to destroy us. Think about yourself. When you walk down the street and step on an anthill, do you do it because you hate the ants? Do you do it because you are a monster to them? No. You do it because you didn't even notice them, or perhaps because you are building a highway and they are simply in the way. In the dark forest theory, destruction is impersonal. It is just a preventative cleanup. The one who stays silent survives. The one who makes noise, the one who lights a fire in the darkness, becomes a target. And now, let's look at us. Let's look at the human species. What have we been doing for the last 100 years? We are behaving like a toddler left alone in the forest, who found a drum and started banging on it as loud as he can. We have sent radio signals in all directions. We placed maps with Earth's exact location on the Voyager and Pioneer probes. We sent music, greetings in 50 languages, the structure of our DNA. Basically, we sent a menu and a delivery address. There is an organization called METI, Messaging Extraterrestrial Intelligence. Their goal isn't just to listen, but to shout, to send powerful messages to nearby stars. Many scientists, including the late Stephen Hawking, said this is a monumental mistake. Hawking warned, if aliens visit us, the outcome would be much as when Columbus landed in America, which didn't turn out very well for the Native Americans. Our own history, human history, confirms the dark forest theory. Think about what happened every time a civilization with superior technology met one with inferior technology on Earth. Did they have a peaceful cultural exchange? Sometimes, but most of the time, what followed was colonization, slavery, or extermination. Why do we believe that an alien species, evolved in a completely different environment, perhaps lacking any concept of mercy or morality, would be any gentler than we have been to each other? We project our emotions onto them. We imagine aliens as saviors, as wiser big brothers who will come to teach us how to cure cancer and stop wars. But what if the universe isn't a Disney story? What if the universe is a cold, indifferent place, governed only by natural selection on a galactic scale? Imagine the following scenario. One of our radio messages, sent with such optimism in 1974 from Arecibo, reaches a planet located 50 light-years away. An advanced civilization receives it. They don't reply, they don't come to visit us with glowing flying saucers. Simply put, they calculate the trajectory of the signal, identify our star the Sun, and launch a projectile. It could be a small object the size of a car but traveling at 99% of the speed of light. When it hits Earth, the kinetic energy is so massive that the planet is sterilized instantly. we wouldn't even know what hit us. There would be no war, no Independence Day, just the lights going out. Why would they do it? Because it's cheap, it's easy. And it eliminates a potential rival who, in 2,000 years, might become dangerous. It's just a strategic move on a cosmic chessboard. This explains the silence. This explains the Fermi Paradox. It's not silent because there's no one out there. It's silent because everyone who made noise is already dead. The survivors are the ones who stay hidden, the ones who listen but never transmit, the ones who understand that in the dark forest, anonymity is life. Maybe you find this theory depressing. Maybe you want to believe in Star Trek, in a peaceful galactic federation. I want to believe that too. But the dark forest theory is the only explanation that fits perfectly with the data we have. The data being, the universe is capable of life, and yet it is silent. The next time you look at the stars and feel that cosmic loneliness, when you ask yourself, why won't anyone speak to us? Remember the hunter in the forest. Maybe the silence isn't a sign of loneliness. Maybe the silence is the only thing that has kept us alive so far. And maybe instead of shouting louder, we should learn to tread more softly. Tell me, what do you think? Are we paranoid and should we continue to seek friends among the stars? Or are we naive and should we turn off the radio right now before it's too late? Leave your answer in the comments below. And until next time, stay vigilant.